Welcome to the very first video of New Era Wrestling. This is probably going to drop before Raw on Netflix, and this is my video giving a prediction for each wrestler for the 2025 season. I'm basically going to break it down to great year to bad year. I'm going to give my prediction on what they are going to do, my hope for what they will do, and it should be a lot of fun. I don't do longer videos often, but there's a lot of wrestlers here, so we won't take too long. But let's dive into it. Hopefully my green screen doesn't look ugly. If you have green screen tips, let me know. But let's dive right into it. First one up. Can I zoom in a little bit? All right, perfect. First one up. AJ Styles. Now, we don't know exactly how long AJ Styles will be injured for, so it's really hard to say what AJ Styles will do. But if AJ Styles does come back around the later part of the year, I think he will have a good year, and I think he will make an impact. Like he was kind of lining himself up to do something very interesting, and AJ Styles might be close to retirement, so I'm gonna say good year if he comes back. Akam, I'm expecting a meh year, and what I mean by that is I do think that these guys could potentially win a tag team championship. Him and Azar. Can I just find? Isn't it Azar? So Akam, where's his counterpart? Can I find him? I thought it was Azar. Yo, I don't know their name, to be honest. Um I swear I thought it was Azar. Well, I'll find him again, but I think there's a very strong possibility that the Final Testament will continue its kind of momentum and eventually they'll win the tag team championship once. That's my guess. So they're gonna win it once. Akira Tozawa, I think he's gonna have a bad year. I think that American Made is gonna destroy Alpha Academy, and then I could see him being cut or going to NXT, or he's not really doing anything. I'm gonna be honest. Alba Fire, um, I like Alba Fire. I think she's really good. I like her tag team too. I'm gonna say good year. I think it's very possible, especially if they go to Scotland again, that they get the tag team champions back. Um, she's in the singles tournament right now. She's pretty clean. I'm gonna say good year for Alba Fire. I'm gonna have hope. I'm gonna say good year. Andrade, I like Andrade's skill set, but I'm gonna say meh year, and the reason why is I don't. He's not gonna have anything lasting. He's not gonna have anything big. He's not gonna have a big title run. He might contend for the title, but the feud won't be amazing, and that's simply because Andrade can't talk on the mic. That's as simple as that. Now, if Charlotte comes back and they team up Andrade and Charlotte like a little Bonnie and Clyde type relationship, then we might be talking good year. We might be talking good year. And teamed up with Charlotte could be even a great year. But until they do that, I'm gonna say meh year. I'm gonna be in between. Angel Garza, I don't know. Legado del Fantasma is kind of floundering. I don't see big things from them at this point. They're kind of boring. So below average year. Angel Dawkins, I'm gonna have hope. I'm gonna say good year. This year needs to be a year for the Street Profits. I'm gonna say good year. Ashante's doing this interesting romance angle. I don't know how far it can go. I'm gonna say May year. He's not doing anything crazy besides that romance angle, but it's a fun little storyline. I'm gonna say May year. Apollo, bad year. I don't see him doing anything, to be honest. Maybe he gets some screen time, but yeah, I don't see anything big for him. Asuka, we don't know what's going on with her injury, so for now, I'm gonna say May year. I mean, we don't even know if damage control is going to be lasting that long, but if she does come back with a babyface damage control, there could be something interesting. Maybe Asuka turns heel on the babyface damage control. Maybe Asuka fights Io for control of damage control. There's some interesting things there, but as of right now, I'm going to say May year because I don't know when Asuka's coming back. Austin Theory, will they do the babyface turn or not? Will they do the babyface turn or not? Oh, and a Met year is not a bad year. It's just like nothing fantastic. Like to give you an example of a Met year, I would say something like I don't know, Chad Gable. This recent year is like a Met year. He had some highs and some lows, but nothing over the top, right? The heel turn was great, but the overall year was pretty meh in consideration. Like he didn't have any major feuds. He had a good feud, but nothing like groundbreaking, and it wasn't at the level of like Wyatt Six Aura storyline, or it wasn't at he actually did go with the Wyatt Six, but he wasn't the Wyatt Six. The Wyatt Six Aura is amazing. And he wasn't like Sami Zayn winning the Intercontinental Championship. So I'm gonna say that's my example for May year. So Austin Theory, I'm gonna say May year person. I'm putting a lot of people in May. BFAB, I'm expecting a good year. She had a really good showcase in the tournament. I think she's gonna have another good showcase. I think she could win the United States champion. And if the Street Profits and her win championships, they're gonna be in a very good angle. Bailey, I really do like Bailey. I think she's getting a lot of disrespect. I think she should go to Raw, and I think she should fight for a world championship. I'm gonna say good year for Bailey. We like Bailey over here. We like Bailey over here. Becky Lynch, I don't know when she returns, but whenever she returns, I'm expecting a great year for Becky Lynch. A return for Becky Lynch immediately goes after the world title. Hey, maybe she feuds with Charlotte or Bailey at some point. Hey, we need a reunification of the Four Horsewomen, but I'm here. Berto, same as Angel, below average year. Bianca, always gonna expect a great year for Bianca. Like, I'm gonna add one more row. I'm gonna add one more row. This row is gonna be generational year. It's a level above great year. It's a level above great year. Generational year. It that doesn't even look right, but we here. Bobby Lashley's not in the WWE anymore, so we're not gonna count him. Braun Breaker's having a good year this year. I think he can keep it up. I think he's gonna have a great year next year. I can see him challenging for the world heavyweight title. I can see him doing some big things. No, actually, I'm gonna go good year. I can't see him winning the world title. I don't think he's winning the world title next year, but I could see him doing some really good things next year with the Intercontinental Championship. He could challenge for the world title. Hell, he may even win Money in the Bank. I think these are all possibilities. I'm expecting him to challenge for the world title. I'm expecting him to have still a decently long reign with the Intercontinental Championship. And he's officially going to be a babyface too at some point. I do think he's going to lose to Sheamus, but that's a future thing. Bronson Reed was having he was having a meh year, and then it started turning good. I'm expecting good year next year from Bronson Reed. I think he has established he can be a main eventer, and maybe if they want to throw him in the Bloodline storyline, that'd be cool too. Brutus Creed, I'm expecting a good year from American Made. I think the Creed brothers can win the tag team championship, so I'm gonna put Brutus, oh shoot, and Julius in good. I'm expecting tag team champions out of these two, so I'm putting them good year. Cameron Grimes is not part of WWE anymore. Candice LeRae, I am expecting good. I'm very optimistic. I like Candice LeRae. Now that she's heel, Gargano's heel. There's a little heel couple thing right there. She's like around Nia Jax, and I can see her turning her back on Nia Jax. And hey, would it be crazy to say that she takes the title from Nia Jax at some point? I don't know. It could be like a Miz type thing, a little Miz type thing. So we'll see. Carlito, yo, I'm done with Carlito. I'm done with Carlito. I'm done. I'm sorry. He's not good in the ring. He's here for one-liners and spitting apples in people's faces. Carlito, I'm done with you. Carmelo Hayes. Now he could go to Raw. Carmelo versus Braun Breaker would be interesting. I think he's going to be hovering around a title picture. I could see him hovering around the Intercontinental title. I could see him winning a mid-card title. And I can see him not winning a mid. At the very least, he'll be competing and he'll be constantly hovering around. And I think there's some good stories you can tell Carmelo Hayes as well. I'm going to say he has a good year next year. Cedric, did he get injured? I haven't seen him on TV in a minute. I'm going to say below average. He's like, I don't know what he's doing. That's simple as that. I don't know what he's doing. Chad Gable. I think it's time. I think it's time for Chad Gable to have a good year. I want to go great. I really want to go great year for Chad Gable. I want to go competing, like a great year for Chad Gable in particular. And these, when I say great year, these are great years for them as individuals, not great year like Cody's great year is different from a Chad Gable great year. I'm expecting a great year for Chad Gable where he's gonna win a title. We're if he wins a title, that'll be amazing. I'm expecting a Chad Gable title win, and I'm expecting him to compete for a world title too at some point. He already faced Cody Rhodes. He's gonna destroy Alpha Academy. We're here. Charlotte Flair. I'm gonna stick with coming back from injury too. No, she's gonna be hovering in that world title picture. It's gonna be a great year for Charlotte coming back from injury. And Andrade, her hubby's in the WWE. Yeah, I'm expecting a great year for Charlotte. Chelsea Green, I'm expecting a great year for Chelsea Green as the United States champion, of course. CM Punk, I'm expecting generational. He's gonna have a generational year. Let's be very clear. He's going to be challenged for the world title. He may win the world title. He's gonna main event WrestleMania with the favor from Paul Heyman. Let's be very honest. CM Punk is gonna have a amazing year this year, next year. Cody Rhodes. I really like Cody Rhodes. I really liked Cody Rhodes' stories. I really like the Cody Rhodes probably is my favorite wrestler since I started watching WWE again in 2023. With that said, Cody Rhodes, I don't think he's having the 2024 generational year. I think he has a great year though. I think if they do a Randy feud, honestly, no, I'm gonna say generational. Because he's gonna be in a feud with even if you may not win all the feuds, he's gonna be in a huge feud and storyline hovering around The Rock, and he's gonna be in a huge storyline hovering around Randy Orton. Those are gonna be two of the biggest storylines in all of wrestling. Cody Rhodes is gonna have another generational year on 100%. Cruz del Toro, honestly, LWO does even I don't yeah yeah Dakota Kai, I think, will have a good year. I think they're trying to push her. She might be the one who wins the Intercontinental Women's Championship, to be honest. Priest had a good year. Honestly, Priest had a great year this year. I think it goes to good. I think he's a contender. I think the Finn feud is going to be better moving forward in 2025. But I'm gonna say good year. I might Loki. I want to say mid year. I don't know how much farther up can Priest go from here after the Finn feud. Like, what is Priest gonna do? Because there's too many main eventers over him. I'm gonna say Priest doesn't win a world title next year. I'm gonna say Priest is gonna have just a lot of main eventers go over him, and he's gonna go back to the mid card. I'm sorry. So he's gonna have a mid year. Dexter Loomis, I think, will have. I think I think all of the Wyatt Six will have a good year. I think we got a little sneak peek, and now I think the Wyatt Six will flourish. So I'm gonna put all of the Wyatt Six with good. So I'm gonna put Nikki Cross with good. I'm gonna put Uncle Howdy. Is Uncle Howdy here? Is Joe Gacy here? I don't think all the superstars are here, bro. Yeah, they're not. Uncle Howdy's not even here. This is not even an updated roster. Can't do anything about that, but we move. It's not an updated roster, but if there's big names that is not on here, then I'll talk about them. Dominic Mysterio will have a good year. I don't know what happens after the lift stuff. People really want him to face for the world title. I don't see him going after the world title. I don't see him winning the mid card title. I don't know what Dom does, to be honest, but maybe Dom establishes his own group. Maybe he finally becomes his own leader. I can see that happening. Let's say good year for Dominic Mysterio. Dragon Lee Mayer, I think he will maybe challenge for a mid card title at some point. I don't see anything big, but he will have some great matches. Drew McIntyre, I expect a great year from Drew. I say Drew McIntyre is the Batista of this generation. I expect great things from Drew. Electra Lopez, I mean, Legato, not much. Elton Prince, no, I don't see him doing much. Elton Prince and Kit Wilson, below average year. I mean, they might challenge for the tag team titles like once. Uh, Eric and Ivar, the War Raiders, they are the current World Tag Team Champion. So I think they're gonna have a good year moving forward with this tag team reign. I don't know how long they're gonna hold on to the tag team championships, but shout out Eric and Ivar. Yeah, this is definitely not updated. Vinci, he might make. He's cooked, bro. Yeah, he's cooked. Finn Balor. I'm buying my Finn Balor stocks. We here. Finn Balor's about to have a great year. He's gonna challenge for another world championship. He's gonna win a world championship. So let's get it very twisted. He's gonna win the Damian Priest feud, and he's gonna go off on his own from the Judgment Day. I'm expecting great things. Grayson Waller, same with Austin Theory. Meh, and he's not part of the WWE anymore. Alba Fire's in good. I'll put Isla Dawn in good too. Ivy Nile, I'll put in good with American Made. Io Sky is my goat. So I think the highest with all, I want her to have, I want her to have a great year. I really do. I don't think she will. I think she'll have a good year. She'll challenge. I don't think she's gonna win the world title. So unfortunate. Io should be having a great year next year, but Rhea's gonna win it back. You know what? Screw it. We're predicting a great year. Io versus Rhea, WrestleMania. We're here. We're locked in. Jade Cargill, I think we'll have a great year. I think they're gonna officially establish a Jade Cargill and either Bianca or Naomi type feud. JD McDonough won't be that. I maybe he maybe he does a little bit of a storyline with the Judgment Day when Finn Balor betrays them. Maybe. I'll give it meh. I'll give it meh. All of the bloodlines gonna have a great year. I don't care what nobody says. All of the bloodline. Jay, where's Sammy? Sammy, great year. Jimmy, where's Jimmy? Jimmy's gonna have a great year. All of the bloodlines having an amazing year. Let's get it very twisted. Roman's having a generational year. I mean, he always has a generational year at this point. Um, Gender's no longer part of the WWE. Joaquin, not much. I think DIY is gonna have a great year. I'm expecting some great things out of heel DIY. I think they're gonna have an amazing feud with Motor Machine Guns, and I think they could honestly, these two as heels could be. How far do I want to go with it? They can establish them as the best tag team in all of wrestling from this heel run. I truly believe that. Kyrie, I like Kyrie. She's part of Damage Control, but overall, she's not. She doesn't have the. She doesn't have the it factor like Dakota, and she's not EO. Unfortunately, Kyrie's at best being meh. Carl, fuck, bro. Unless AJ Styles is wrestling, y'all not doing nothing. I'll give below average because maybe AJ does come back and you guys do something. Carrion with the Final Testament. Say good year. I can see him challenging for a mid card title, and I think that would be huge for his career. Because of how good they did in the mid card tournament, I'm gonna say good year for KC2. Kevin Owens, great year. I mean, he's gonna have his feud with Randy. The feud with Cody's not over. I mean, great year for sure. And he's eventually gonna feud with Sammy as well, which I can't wait for. New Day, great year for sure. Come on, like let's be real. They are the biggest heels tag team in all of wrestling right now. So honestly, I low key want to go generational. I think they are getting generational type heat for what happened with E. What can I think? I think they could do some amazing things. New Day. I'm really pushing that. LA Knight will have a good year. I think he will challenge for a main event title. Um, Logan Paul will have a good year. I think he might challenge Gunther for the world title. Liv Morgan. Her this year, Liv Morgan had a great year. Next year, I'll give her good. I'll give her good. She's losing the title to Rhea, 100%. Ludwig, for his standards, I think he'll have a great year or a good year. Luke, I mean, if AJ maybe comes back, Maxine Dupree, I'll give meh because I think all of Alpha Cat. I mean, Maxine is interesting because she's very attractive, and Otis is the most interesting character. Tozawa is gonna get cooked. I'm not gonna lie. Street Profits. Yeah, good year. We're expecting some good stuff from Street. Naomi, I think we'll have a. If they pull a trigger and have Naomi the one who backstab Jade and Bianca, this three-way dynamic could be very interesting. I'm gonna predict that this storyline between the big three will be very, very, very good next year. Very, very good next year. But I don't see her peaking as high as Bianca and Jade though. So I'm gonna say good though. I'm gonna say she's gonna have a good year. Michin, she wins the women's US title. Good year. Natalia, I mean, she's just here, bro. Naya, I think Naya had a good year. I think she'll continue to have a good year. Win a couple more defenses. Eventually, she'll get cash on Tiffany, though. We all know this. Scarlet, good year with the Final Testament. I think all of them can be in the same tier. Good. I think no, meh. Never mind. Meh. Um, Paul, I don't care about Paul. I'm gonna be honest. Omos, don't care about Omos. Paul Heyman, like, let's be real. The stuff with CM Punk and the Bloodline, generational. Paul Heyman, generational magnet. Pete Dunne, below average. Ever since Tyler Bate left, he's been kind of struggling. Even though the feud with Sheamus was good, I did like it. The whole Butch stuff is getting old. Piper Nevin, like Piper. Really do like Piper. I think she's going to have a good year with Chelsea Green. There's an interesting dynamic. I'm going to say good year with Chelsea Green. R-Truth. R-Truth is super over, but what is he really going to do moving forward? Until John Cena comes back, he's going to have a mad year. He's going to have a typical R-Truth comedy gag year. I think last year was a good year because he won the tag titles and he was in a very interesting storyline with the Judgment Day, but I don't think he's going to repeat that. Randy will have a great year. I don't want to say generational. Nah, I have to. Cody and Randy is gonna be a generational feud, so I'm gonna say generational. And he's gonna face John Cena too. What am I talking about? He's 100% gonna have a generational year. I'm chatting. Raquel, I think she will eventually challenge Rhea for the world title. Ray, meh. LW is kind of floundering. There he is. Razar, that's his name. Rhea Ripley. Rhea Bloody Ripley. I'm gonna say great. I mean, Rhea's great. Ricochet's not in WWE anymore. Ridge is in NXT, so I just rank him for NXT purposes. In NXT purposes, he's gonna have a good year. If you watch NXT, Ridge is one of the biggest heels in the WWE right now. Santos, meh. He's at least a little bit more important than his other faction members. Seth, he's in a feud with CM Punk. He's gonna. Oh, see. Oh, I'm gonna say great. I don't. Will he win a world title? I don't know. I'm gonna say great though. Seth is gonna go up against CM Punk. CM Punk more than likely is gonna win the feud, unfortunately, but I do want Seth to win. And after that, how how much of a heel can he become? Like going against the Bloodline. It'll be interesting to see. Sheamus is winning the Intercontinental Championship. We're locked in. He's gonna have a great year. He's gonna finally become a Grand Slam champion. Shayna Baszler is kind of meh right now. I think she's continues to be meh. Shinsuke is gonna have a good year. I like that he won a United States Championship, but I can't go beyond good. I think he's gonna have a decent reign though. Solo is losing to Roman, and then he's gonna lose so much aura. So the best I could do is good. Unfortunately, I like Solo though. Jacob Fatu is not here, so Jacob Fatu, Tomatonga, and Tongaloa. Well, Jacob Fatu honestly might be great, but Jacob Fatu is good. Tomatonga is good. Tongaloa is meh. I'm gonna be honest. Time not here. She's in a good feud with in NXT, so I'll put her meh. Not in the WWE. Miz is probably gonna have a really good storyline moving forward with the Final Testament. He's literally made the Final Testament relevant. Tiffany Stratton is cashing it. Like she's gonna have a great year. She's gonna be WWE Women's Champion. It's bound to happen. Don't know when Tyler Bates coming back, but when he does, I'll say below average. And then Zelina Vega, I predict she's gonna win Women's Intercontinental Championship at some point. And Zoe Stark, I think she'll compete, and I'll give her meh. So these are my predictions. There are obviously some people missing on this, but ultimately these are the general my general ideas of how the year will go for these people. John Cena's not on here. John Cena's gonna have generational. This is his retirement year. The Rock is gonna be generational because we're getting The Rock versus Roman Reigns. Anybody else that's not on here? Oh, Penta is gonna have a good year. He might have a great year. You know, Penta and that tag team is gonna be very interesting when they show up. Anybody else that is not featured on this? I think that's everybody. I didn't really talk about NXT because there's no NXT people here, but this is my tier list. Let me know if you disagree. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. You have a good one. Take care and